other side.
Hi, everyone. I'm Clara Bennett, and this is the story of how I lost everything I worked for: my dream job, my life's work, my trust, and people only to take it all back in a way I never imagined. 12 months ago, I was a 26-year-old chemist, fresh out of Stanford, thinking I could change the world with a single formula. But when the daughter of a cosmetics mogul stole my creation and kicked me to the curb, I learned a brutal lesson about greed. Stick around, because this isn't just a story of betrayal, it's about revenge, justice, and a patent that turned the tables. Hit that subscribe button, and let's dive in. I grew up in a dusty Sacramento suburb, raised by my mom, Diane, a diner waitress who worked 16-hour shifts to keep us afloat. Our apartment smelled of burnt coffee and grease, and I'd fall asleep to the clink of her tip jar quarters and dimes she'd count at 2 a.m. I wasn't born with a silver spoon. My ticket out was my brain. I taught myself chemistry from library books, sneaking into community college lectures at 16 because we couldn't afford the real thing. Stanford was my miracle of full scholarship, endless nights in the lab, and a degree in biochemistry earned with blood, sweat, and instant ramen. I graduated top of my class. My thesis on skin cell regeneration catching the eye of Luminaire Labs, a Los Angeles giant in luxury cosmetics. They promised to redefine beauty, and I believed I was part of something bigger. At 25, I walked into their glass and marble headquarters. My thrift store blazer stiff against my shoulders, clutching a notebook filled with dreams. My project was Eterniglow, a serum I'd spent years perfecting. It used a peptide complex to boost collagen and repair UV-damaged skin, reducing wrinkles by 40% in 6 weeks, numbers that could shake the $50 billion anti-aging industry. I saw my mom's tired eyes in every formula. Her skin creased from years of stress. I wanted Eterniglow to be affordable, a gift for women like her who deserve to feel radiant. I worked 14-hour days. My desk a chaos of energy drink cans, post-it notes, and molecular diagrams. Every breakthrough felt like a love letter to my mom, a promise to lift us both out of struggle. But there was a shadow in the lab. Vanessa Langston, 27, daughter of Luminaire Labs CEO, Roland Langston. We'd been at Stanford together, where she made my life a living nightmare. Vanessa, with her designer bags and trust fund smirk, had a talent for cruelty. In our sophomore year, she accidentally spilled Merlot on my lab notes during a group project. Laughing as I tried to blot them dry, she'd call me the scholarship kid in front of our professors, spread rumors I'd cheated to ace exams, and once locked me out of a study room I booked for finals. Her clique of rich friends ensured I was invisible at every party, every networking event. I survived by outworking her, staying late in the lab while she partied in San Francisco. My only ally was Professor Evelyn Harper, a 68-year-old biochemist with silver hair and a voice like warm gravel. Evelyn saw my potential when I was a nervous freshman, guiding me through every setback with her mantra: "Science doesn't care about your bank account, Clara. It rewards grit." 6 months into my job at Luminaire Labs, I presented Eterniglow to my supervisor, Dr. Marcus Tate, a 40-something chemist with a Rolex and a smile that never reached his eyes. I showed him the data clinical trials, glowing before and after photos. A formula ready for production. His jaw tightened, but he said, "Impressive, Clara, we'll handle it from here." I thought he meant scaling it up. I was wrong. 2 weeks later, I was summoned to a conference room, the air heavy with tension. Vanessa sat there, her Chanel suit pristine, smirking like she'd already won. Tate slid a termination letter across the table. "Your role is no longer needed," he said, staring at his shoes. Budget cuts. Budget cuts. Luminaire Labs had just posted a $200 million profit quarter. I felt the room spin. "But Eterniglow, my formula," I started. Vanessa cut me off, her voice venomous. "Your formula? Don't be pathetic. Clara, you're a lab assistant. That serum belongs to Luminaire Labs now." My badge was confiscated, my lab access revoked. I walked out, My hands shaking, my dreams crumbling. Back in my Koreatown apartment, I collapsed on my thrift store couch, my mom's old scarf draped over the armrest. My phone buzzed with a news alert. Luminary Labs unveils Eternaglow, revolutionary anti-aging serum, led by Vanessa Langston. The press release called her the visionary chemist. With Tate as co-developer, my name was erased. Vanessa, who could barely pass organic chemistry, had stolen my life's work, and Tate had handed it to her. I refreshed job boards, but every listing wanted dynamic team players with experience I couldn't prove without Luminary's backing. My mom called, her voice soft. "You'll figure this out, Claire. You always do." But I felt like I'd failed her, like I'd failed myself. Then, a certified letter slid under my door from Kessler & Lee LLP, a Beverly Hills litigation firm. My heart pounded as I tore it open. "Dear Ms. Bennett, we represent Dermacorp, a competitor exploring a partnership with Luminary Labs. We request a meeting to discuss patent US 1-2-3-4-5-6-7-8-9, listing you as the sole inventor." My breath caught. The patent I'd almost forgotten. At Stanford, Evelyn had insisted I file it myself, outside company channels. "Protect your work, Claire," she'd said, her eyes sharp with decades of experience. I've seen too many young women lose everything to corporate greed. I'd laughed, thinking Luminary Labs would champion my work, but I'd followed her advice, quietly registering the patent for Retinaglow's peptide complex under my name. Now, it was my lifeline. I pulled up the USPTO database, my cheap Wi-Fi lagging as the page loaded. There it was, Retinaglow's core formula, my name in bold. I hadn't told Luminary about the filing, per Evelyn's warning. I called her, my voice trembling. "They stole it, Professor. Vanessa and Tate, they're claiming Eternaglow as theirs." Evelyn's laugh was like a blade. "They've walked into a trap, Clara. That patent's your weapon. Use it." She gave me Rachel Kessler's name, an IP lawyer who'd taken down corporate giants. I called Rachel at dawn, spilling the story. "They fired me, stole my serum, and now they're selling it as Vanessa's." Rachel's voice was calm but lethal. "Send me the letter. We've got them cornered." The next day, Luminary Labs HR sent a threatening letter, accusing me of retaining proprietary materials. Rachel scoffed. "They're bluffing. They don't know about the patent yet. Let's make them sweat." She contacted Dermacorp, who were livid that Luminary Labs had misrepresented Eternaglow's origins. They wanted to license the patent directly from me. Bypassing Luminary entirely, my head spun. I'd gone from a fired nobody to the key to a multi-million-dollar deal. Vanessa tried to play nice first. A voicemail arrived, her voice dripping with fake sincerity. "Claire, let's fix this misunderstanding. Come back as a consultant junior chemist." Of course, junior chemist. I'd built Eternaglow while she was posting selfies with influencers. I didn't respond. Instead, I texted Evelyn. "They're panicking." "What now?" Her reply was instant. "Strike hard. They don't deserve mercy." Rachel set up a meeting with Dermacorp in their Santa Monica office. Vanessa and Tate showed up uninvited, their faces pale as Rachel laid out the patent documents. "Ms. Bennett owns Eternaglow's core formula," Rachel said, her tone cutting through the room. "Luminary Labs has no claim. Dermacorp's offer is to Clara, not you." Vanessa's smirk vanished. Tate stammered. "There's been a mix-up. Clara was part of our team." I cut him off, my voice steady despite the fire in my chest. "Our team? I worked alone. Marcus, nights, weekends. While you were at galas and Vanessa was brunching, you fired me with a form letter. No name, no reason. Now your visionary serum is dead because you stole from the wrong woman." I slid a contract across the table. "Dermacorp's licensing deal. My name as the sole patent holder. You're out." I told Vanessa. Her eyes blazed. "You'll regret this, Clara. My father owns this industry." I leaned in, my voice low. "Your father can't own what I created. Good luck with your board." Rachel and I walked out, leaving them speechless. Days later, headlines screamed, Luminaire Labs faces patent scandal. Dermacorp deal collapses. Shareholders filed lawsuits, accusing Roland Langston of mismanagement. Vanessa's visionary title became a joke. On beauty blogs, Roland called me himself, his voice shaky. Clara, let's settle quietly. Name your price. I hung up without a word. Rachel negotiated a $10 million licensing deal with Dermacorp, plus 5% royalties on every Eternaglow sale. The signing bonus paid off my mom's mortgage and my student loans. I moved her into a bungalow near the Pacific, her smile brighter than the sun on the waves. At 27, I'm Dermacorp's lead innovation strategist, working from an office overlooking the ocean. My name's on every Eternaglow bottle, where it belongs. Vanessa was demoted to a PR role. Her Instagram silent after a leaked video showed her berating a junior chemist echoes of her Stanford cruelty. Roland stepped down as CEO amid the lawsuits. Last week, Evelyn visited, bringing champagne. You didn't just win, Claire, she said, raising a glass. You rewrote the rules. I drive a 1967 Mustang now, a gift to myself. Its engine purring along Pacific Coast Highway. My mom rides shotgun, laughing, her skin glowing not just from Eternaglow, but from pride. Luminaire Labs is fading, their stock tanking. I'm not angry anymore. I'm free to create, to build, to live a life I earned. If this story hit you, smash that like button and subscribe. We're telling stories of grit, revenge, and new beginnings. Keep fighting your battles, and I'll see you at the finish line.